All right, everyone, we've got the powerful asteroid Pallas about to move into the sign of Pisces on January the 24th. So make sure you mark your calendars down for this. Now, this asteroid carries the energy of wisdom, of strategy, and inner knowing. And what happens is when we connect with this asteroid's energy, fate strikes through our intuition, our gut feelings, and our creativity and our expression. And you know when you're connected to this energy because you know exactly what you need to release and what you need to follow. So what I wanted to do for you today is to pull some cards to see what it is your soul needs to hear as you're moving through this. And this energy is going to last for about 3 to 4 weeks. Welcome in, my beautiful Cancer friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So Cancer, we're going to start with a starlight frequency oracle first. This is a message directly to you from this meteor, from this asteroid. So universal oneness, you're connected to everything. Okay, so your message today is we are all in this together. Consciousness is flowing without separation and we act as one. So I'm going to read that to you one more time. We are all in this together, Cancer. Consciousness is flowing without separation and we act as one. We have waterfalls, we have earth here, stars, animals. You might be resonating with what's here on the card, and butterflies. So I'm seeing a transformation within this experience. And we have the number 21 here as well. So a light code, a number frequency that is connecting you to this message, to this meteor, to the sun flare that we just recently had. So I wanted to pull a surrender card for you. What is it that you need to surrender or release in your life? And we had 3 cards jump out. So I feel what's happening is the solar flare we just had is knocking out things that you're not meant to carry. And we have surrender your ego. This is a big one. And the message is cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. All right, so we've got a lot of blue in these cards. This is what I'm picking up on. So this is a water, cool energy. And it's an energy, a color that is asking you to go inward, to calm the nervous system. So I'm getting anxiety. I don't know if any of you have been feeling anxiety. They want you to work on calming the nervous system when you're feeling this. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So the Page of Swords. This is energy that has been cleared. You have made room. You are starting fresh and from the beginning. So this is where Spirit encourages us to adopt a beginner's mindset. So Spirit is encouraging you, Cancer, to adopt a beginner's mindset. The way that things were done before are going to be done differently here. So Page of Swords, we have the Tower card. All right. We have something that is falling away, something that is ending, something that needs to end. This is necessary in order for your soul to evolve. So they want you to hang tight, ground and centered as you move through this Tower moment. This is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to experience this energy intensely, while others you're going to experience this subtly. All right. And we also have the Strength card. Of course, that's going to come out. So strength is something that you have within yourself that you have access to. And how we feel strength within ourselves is when we apply it in our world. And maybe you're not used to putting more energy and effort into staying strong and grounded, but right now you're being called and encouraged to do so. And you're going to also find yourself, they're showing me past, present, and future. So you might be somewhere in the past, present, and future here, but I'm seeing someone that has gained strength from this experience. This is not here to break you or punish you. It is here to build you stronger. And that's exactly what is happening. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. Whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So the lion is coming forward, lots of spirit animals here. And in this card, we have a deer, we have a sheep, a rabbit, a dog. We've got seashells, butterflies, trees. Look at all that is supporting you here, Cancer. Oh my goodness. And before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. And I've left a link in my pinned comment below with a link for you to check what your moon, rising, and Venus signs are if you don't know. So you can check that out below. I don't know if any of you have watched the movie Fear with Mark Wahlberg. Do you remember that? This reminds me of that movie. It reminds me of Mark Wahlberg. So I don't know, maybe that's the kind of energy some of you might be experiencing somewhere in your life. Or you watched that movie recently, or something that has Mark Wahlberg in the movie. And that name is also a sign for you. So we got the number 11. We have the number 16 here and the number 8. You might be seeing these numbers around. Again, these are light codes connecting you to this message. So we've got a new experience, a new tower moment. This is something that you have never experienced before. This doesn't necessarily have to be a negative experience, even though it can be challenging. Okay, so I want you to be strong here. Fear is only an illusion, okay? Fear has no power over you, so set the fear aside. Any kind of doubt, any energies in your mind, that is what it is they're saying. It's the mind that is creating the anxiety, the nervous system acting up. So what is it that you've been thinking about? What is it that you're focusing your energy towards thinking about? Right? Maybe you've been worried and there's something replaying in your head, something that happened yesterday or the day before, or it's just like the overall energy. You know, you may find yourself falling into this like pit that you can't get out of because you're unintentionally thinking things. I'm getting someone that has a wandering mind as well. You know, when you're trying to focus, all of a sudden your mind wanders and the whole day's over and maybe a month goes by. I've had that happen to me. It's like wild when that happens. This is what it is. And now my mind's starting to wander as I'm reading this card here. So clear this energy. You know, what I like to do is write things down. I like to transfer the energy that's been sitting and floating around onto a sheet of paper. And it doesn't have to make sense. Sometimes I'm just word vomiting, just releasing the energy because something is playing out in my head over and over again, right? And that adopting a beginner's mindset, it is, you know, not doing things that you were doing before. So clearing the mind, you know, being aware and catching yourself when your mind does wander. This is also communication. So everything that is happening here is happening in layers. We move through energies in layers. And what we're doing today together, Cancer, is just walking through the energy in your life. And I'm just reading into what I'm seeing here through the cards and everything I'm feeling today, right? And I'm seeing that you are moving through this energy. And there's communication that is flowing, your expression, the way that you are showing up. And I'm seeing that as you're here, there may be things that trigger you or have you react, or there's a pothole, you trip and you fall, you make a mistake or you fail somewhere. And that can be overwhelming. So this path that you're on is an adventure. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, especially when we're moving through this. This is heavy, this is dark, this is a storm. And we are right now, as you're watching this reading, moving through a G4 geomagnetic storm from the solar flare that happened a couple days ago, right? So things are going to be a little bit shaky right now. And, you know, you might be feeling uncertain, you may be feeling emotional. So it's about calming and centering yourself, staying grounded and rooted as you're moving through this, right? Lightning here. I'm seeing here something happening suddenly. It's almost like you felt the storm rolling in, but because you felt it, you were able to prepare for it. You received the messages beforehand. So your ability to communicate with spirit and the outer realms is incredibly strong right now. And because we had the solar flare, I'm seeing that the veil is thin. And there are messages that are coming through the other side for you as well. So it's almost like you're really open and you're seeing things, feeling things, hearing things, sensing them, tasting them. It's your sensory ability that is going to be heightened. And this might throw you into overdrive. You know, you may feel anxious. It may be overwhelming. And I'm hearing like the radar system or alarms going off. So you maybe had like your alarm in your home going off, your car alarm. This is just signaling this energy here, snapping you out of something that you were in. Okay, so this is how the Page of Swords and the number 1111, you might be seeing this number a lot around this time. And if you are, it's just asking you to center, ground, and release yesterday and tomorrow. Let's focus on the now, because this is where everything happens. Now, the Tower moment is really interesting because I'm seeing a mudslide, right? I'm seeing the ground like an avalanche type of an energy. So this could be like mud or the ground. It is downhill. And we've got this structure here. And it looks like it's about to fall. So maybe there's something that you are holding on to really tightly because you feel it breaking apart and falling. And you're just exhausted here. So I feel you are meant to let go of whatever this is because you can't hold it together anymore. You're not meant to, right? So it's resisting. It is like trying to control it in some way, trying to redirect it or patch it up and fix it when it's meant to fall away. It doesn't belong anymore, right? So they're letting you know that you need to let this go, whatever this is. And you have the strength to. I'm definitely seeing the fear in the background, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of the unknown, the fear of that adjustment period as you step into the new. And I think this is what it is, the adjustment period. We have to go through the process before we finally step into the new and we start to see the light. But that is the process that is building you up. That is that soul evolving kind of an energy. It's that leveling up, and that process is necessary. So what they're showing me is a caterpillar going into a cocoon, spending some time there. This is the cocoon phase, that transformation, the metamorphosis, the breaking away and rebuilding part, right? So, and you're rebuilding and breaking free as a beautiful butterfly, right? This is coming in as the strength card. And I have to say this, I get this all the time, is Beauty and the Beast. I love that movie, especially the cartoon version from years and years ago. And I don't know why, but I'm getting the story of Beauty and the Beast in this card. So that message of that movie might be moving through your life in some way. Maybe you watched that movie recently, right? So things that suddenly happen, we find ourselves in these temporary periods of hardship, you know, moving through these challenges where they're heavy, they're triggering us, we're feeling a lot of things. It's like a storm. And in storms, what do? We hunker down. We get into our home, which is safe, right? I usually turn on the fireplace. I love storms. Oh my goodness. I love the thunder. I love the lightning. I love this nature and the different experiences we can go through it. So this is an experience that is coming in that we all go through in different ways. And it is not here, again, to break you, to punish you. It's here to make you stronger and for your soul to evolve. So hang in there, hunker down, tap into that inner strength because you have it. Know that you are supported. And If you feel that you don't have support, call on your spirit guides to bring that support in, but also be open to that support in the way that it's showing up, because sometimes we expect it to show up a certain way, but it shows up in a different way and we don't recognize it. And then we're in a state where we're like, it never came. Spirit never listened to me. And then you're in that energy. Stay open to it, right? Because it might show up as, you know, your cat being extra snuggly, or just you feeling safe in your own space, disconnecting from the things that are creating the chaos while you recalibrate, rebalance, right? And the Strength card here. So some of you are already here. There's a story that you can share with us of how you built that strength and come out of all of that. You know, sometimes life's experiences are difficult, but we overcome them. They're only temporary. And Spirit is reminding you, Cancer, of all the many experiences you have already had and overcome. You're incredibly strong and you have courage. You have that warrior spirit within you. I don't know if any of you have been having dreams of past life experiences. I'm getting past life regression, hypnotherapy, taking you back to a past life, or reconnecting with your childhood in some way. There's a lot of, I'm getting therapy and counseling here, I'm picking up in the background, that has brought you to this place or has given you strength. And I'm definitely getting something here from your childhood until now. Something that you are healing and moving through. And maybe there is something that recently triggered you or had you react. And there's something that bubbled over. It's like a volcano that exploded. I'm getting anger, resentment, holding on to something again, that gripping of something and not letting it go, pushing the emotions and the feelings down and not expressing them. And I'm also feeling a completely different energy here through the Tower card today. Is Cancer, this explosion of creativity, this explosion of self-expression. There's a channel or an outlet, and you're finding yourself just blasting energy through that and really seeing how powerful you are. I'm getting the teacher and student coming through as well. I'm getting some sort of a layer, a shield, protection, armor that you perhaps wear throughout the day. And when you're comfortable in your own space, you're able to take it off and lay it down. What they're asking you to do here is whatever this armor is, whatever this, you know, protection or layer is, they want you to leave it home tomorrow. Not to wear it, because you don't need it, right? I feel life is shifting for you and you're honing in on your authenticity, your truth, living it, breathing it. I'm getting spiritual experiences here. I'm seeing you stepping into a more leadership position in your life somewhere where you're feeling courageous enough to make your own decisions. And some of you have been making your own decisions, but I'm seeing and feeling somebody in the background that has allowed the external energies, the people, to guide them or lead them. And this is now changing slowly and gradually. It's not something that is happening in the blink of an eye, but it's definitely building within you. And I feel this is the next chapter of your life. You have outgrown something, right? It is outdated. It doesn't fit anymore, and it has to break away for you to expand. So there's a lot of growth that is happening in your life. So you're experiencing this expansion. A lot of success here with this. And I feel there's a belief or a seed of something that you have planted here. And maybe things right now are chaotic. They feel uncertain, and that's okay. That's the experience you're going through. And you're going to find your way, right? So when we are going through these storms, right? I don't know what it is that you do, Cancer, in your life when there is like a thunderstorm, rain, and it's like high winds. You're in your house, safe, right? And you're just passing, you're wading through the energy. So this is what I feel is happening for some of you. And others, you are working with those that are going through storms in their lives, being there as that support, sharing your experiences as well. So that's that student teacher energy. Maybe you are someone that is working with a group of people. I'm getting emotional management here, like working with your emotions to not react I'm definitely getting anger, or I'm getting someone's energy around you, Cancer, that sometimes irks you. You know, it gets on your nerves, or like this feeling like things are out of control in some way when they actually aren't. It's like everything's working itself out, but there's this like seed of anxiety, and I feel you're still working on this and you're doing a really good job. The fact that you're aware and you're actually doing it is exactly what you're meant to do right now. So stop being so hard on yourself if you are. And you know, there's someone here I'm picking up on who's sitting in this energy of guilt or shame, or feeling like it was their fault. But I want you to know today that it wasn't your fault, Cancer. Whatever happened here in the background, whoever it is that's carrying this energy, it's not your fault. There's a lot of things that were at play there that, you know, sometimes you're not aware of, that you don't see. And that was a part of that experience. And later on in life, sometimes we go back to that experience because we're now a different person in a different energy, and we're able to see what actually happened. So I don't know, this might be that energy that is coming in from your childhood, something that is coming forward. And maybe this is what's creating the tower moment, but know that you're stronger than it, whatever this is. Okay, and you are going to overcome whatever this is. So allow yourself to move through it, allow the dust to settle and the clarity to sink in. So we have a spirit animal that is guiding you at this time. So this is a secret language of animals. And we're going to draw the spirit animal out and see what message it has for you today. So we are getting for you Gaia. Look at this. Gaia is supporting you. Harmony, abundance, wholeness, and forgiveness is everything that they want you to embrace. I want you to know that you're divinely guided. And what I'm seeing here is someone that is looking into, like, it looks like a submarine underwater, but it's angels. So I feel silence, peace, and calm in your nervous system here is going to be important. And your angels are guiding you on this journey to calm that nervous system. So the message here for you is, as a great mother cares for her children, Gaia brings her immeasurable support, love, and celebration for your journey. She honors you for all that you are now becoming, for the dreams you are saying yes to and calling into being. She honors you for the unique and vital role you came here to play in the great creation story. Her clear and simple message is to you is yes. She's saying yes to whatever this is. And I feel this is necessary in order for whatever this is that you're saying yes to come to life. There is never a time when the energy of Gaia is absent from your life, or when her messages, lessons, and gifts are not present and available. There are only times when you may choose to look past the signs, ignore the measures, and temporarily remove yourself from your connection to flow. Sometimes we force ourselves against the current, or we struggle through the bushes in great thirst, when all along there is a river of clear flowing water running right beside and within us. As each drop naturally finds its way from the mountain top back to the sea, Gaia celebrates your return to the greater currents of who you are and really came here to be. When we can spend lifetimes living in our head, chasing ideas and concepts, external pressures and agendas, but Gaia's deep invitation is to pause for a moment and return to the innate part of yourself that truly knows why you are here. That part of you that once moved into absolute harmony with all of life. That part of you that recognizes the pulse of the earth as our own, that honors the waters as the lifeblood of our own mother, that hears the wisdom and stories whispered in the wind as those of your own grandparents. Gaia calls you to remember the time when you embraced the trees as your brother, while lighting a fire meant igniting the sacred embers of your own divine purpose. Now is such a time for you and your journey. Gaia's great invitation is to recognize and embrace yourself as an honored member of the family of life, both totally unique and intricately connected to the whole. As you admire the radiance of, oh my goodness, I'm reading the totally wrong message here. No, I'm not. All right, I felt like I was reading the wrong message. So as you admire the radiance of parrot or the spirit of horse, as you take in the magnificence of whale breaching or the strength of gorilla standing his ground, as you witness the sense of purpose in a single bee or the great vision held by brother eagle, you not only see the beauty of Gaia, but you catch glimpses of your own being ready to be embodied and expressed. So look at that. And I have a affirmation here for you, so feel free to write this down and use it. The earthly mother and I are one. I am one with the energy of life. So we're going to go ahead, close your reading now with an angel number. So you might already be seeing this angel number around. So the mirror, the number 2. Okay, so life is going to act like a mirror, reflecting back to you what your soul needs to know. Reflect upon the past. Look deep inside yourself, and what you give returns. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial Collection. These are zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now, I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection, and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashley from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever, and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal, that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.